Our story begins in ancient Egypt, a land of stunning beauty and cultural brilliance, but also a time of hardship and oppression. Pharaoh, the powerful king of Egypt, had grown afraid of the Hebrew people living in his land. They were increasing in number, and he feared they might one day rise against him. So he gave a horrifying order. Every baby boy born to the Hebrews was to be thrown into the Nile. In the midst of this darkness, a Hebrew mother named Jochebed made a heart-wrenching decision. She couldn't bear to see her baby boy taken away. So she hid him for as long as she could. When it became too dangerous, she crafted a small basket, coated it with tar to keep it afloat, and placed her precious child inside. With a prayer in her heart, she set him adrift on the Nile, trusting in God to protect him. The basket drifted down the river until it came to rest near Pharaoh's palace. And this is where we meet an extraordinary woman, Pharaoh's own daughter. While the records don't reveal her name, her legacy lives on through her courage and compassion. Pharaoh's daughter was bathing by the river when she spotted the basket among the reeds. Curious, she sent one of her attendants to fetch it. When she opened the basket, there he was, a baby boy, crying softly. Her heart melted. Now remember, this was her father's law. She knew this child was Hebrew, and yet she made a bold choice. She could have turned away. She could have followed the king's decree, but instead, she chose compassion. She chose to save this child. At that moment, the baby's sister, Miriam, who had been watching from a distance, stepped forward. Bravely, she offered an idea. "Shall I go and find a Hebrew woman to nurse the baby for you?" Pharaoh's daughter agreed. And just like that, the baby's own mother was reunited with her son. She was able to nurse and care for him for several years. When he was older, she brought him back to Pharaoh's daughter, who adopted him as her own. She named him Moses, saying, "I drew him out of the water." He grew up in the palace of Egypt, raised as royalty, but he never forgot his Hebrew roots. And one day, he would go on to lead his people out of slavery and into freedom, all because one woman chose compassion over cruelty. Pharaoh's daughter reminds us that doing what is right isn't always easy. Sometimes it means standing against what's expected. But in those moments, even a single act of kindness can change the course of history. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the story with someone who needs a reminder of the power of compassion. See you next time. God bless.